welcome to Young Kizzy, the one YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the red subscribe button down below and turn on the bell icon. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section.
So, I have a few questions. Did the going to Tanzania by our president make a bad impact on us as a country or not? Right? That's the question. Did the visit of the president to Tanzania to participate in the inauguration of the Tanzanian new president, or should I say the returning president, the answer is it had a bad impact. Okay, the collective wisdom of SADC stated that, look, that the elections in Tanzania were not free and fair, and then us as a SADC member country, we go to Tanzania. How does that look? How does that look, Mwebantu? Okay, even if we are youth, and being youth, sometimes we are blamed. I stand for the truth, and I will not lie to you. What I'm learning more and more is that telling the truth and standing for the truth is actually a problem in our society, right? People want to support lies. In fact, if you are cantankerous and a big liar and a cheater and a scammer and a political thug and hooligan, people will quietly watch you do that. Okay, they'll quietly watch you do that, and no one is going to be complaining about it. If you try to become a truth advocate, then you're a problem, right? Then you're a problem. When you share your truth, then you're a problem. The information becomes, no, you're not supposed to say that. So the challenge I have is that I am so committed to fighting the wrong things in the political space, to the point that sometimes when they're in-house, I probably get carried away and still advocate against them. Now, obviously, most of you out there would prefer that such advocacy should happen in privacy, right? And you're right. Such advocacy should ordinarily be in private. But now I have a problem here. The people who do bad things seem to enjoy doing things openly, right? And apparently we shouldn't be speaking about it. My phone is acting up, I don't know. Do we need another new phone? I'm just flashing lights to see people, and then it's all, I don't know. Anyway, so what appears to be my problem? Yeah, how do I shoot people in? So what appears to be my problem, just a quick one, I can't stay long, is that truth is easily misunderstood in today's society. That's why we just watch people do bad things, and then none of us want to say the truth about it, because apparently when you speak the truth, it's potentially going to work against you. People are not going to be happy with you telling the truth. So you should watch the negatives at a distance quietly, and then somehow we are all hoping that when those people who are pushy and doing what is wrong end up there, We imagine that we'll correct things. How? That is the biggest puzzle I have in life. So we are expected to celebrate, like Ken Dumbo. He says, no, we just like complaining about everything the president does. Now I'm asking myself, the president going to Tanzania, is that a small thing? Is that a small thing that Ken Dumbo can say we just like blaming the president for everything? We've just seen what has happened in Tanzania. In Tanzania, we have seen lives taken. I don't know if you haven't watched those videos. They are heartbreaking. In those videos, gunshots to the head, Mweband. It was shoot to kill. And those are young people that have been shot. Very young people. And those young people were protesting to say, look, you have jailed opposition leaders and you have denied them an opportunity to be found on the ballot. And we are saying this cannot be a fair election. And the young people say we can't be voting. And the young people went out on the streets to protest. And I can only say I have a problem with protesting sometimes because thugs enjoy taking advantage of the whole situation, right? And when thugs take advantage of the situation, what happens? Rioting comes in. So I have a problem with protest because discipline sometimes is very hard because a few thugs will come in and sometimes even planted by the people you're protesting against, and things kind of go haywire. But we saw that when the young people in Tanzania protested, they came and they shot them without mercy. So our president going to celebrate the inauguration of a president that watched her people killed like that, simply because they were saying we don't want this election to hold. For me, in my opinion, was a big negative on the side of our president. And it's also a message to us in the opposition. We need to realize who we're dealing with, right? We need to realize whom we are dealing with. The need to unite as opposition has never been greater than now, right? It has never been greater. Let me continue the... It has never been greater. You need to unite. We really must unite. Things are not okay in our country. And if we don't correct this now, if we don't unite now, we will not be able to remove the current president because he is showing you what he can tolerate. Now, earlier on I told people that Tanzanians don't like us much, and people were saying how, why, Shano. Oh. Of course they don't like us much because we have made a mistake to go and celebrate somebody they have a problem with. And they won't look at it like it's only the president that did that. They'll look at it as it's all of us, okay? And Tanzanians are not happy. And we go into Tanzania to get cars, to get clothes, to get a lot of things. So yes, I'm concerned that these angry youths who had their fellow brothers and sisters and comrades killed, how do they think about us Zambians? But the biggest message from the president's action to me, in my opinion, is that he is telling us, because I heard a video of somebody who said, I think the man is either from Tanzania or one of those countries. They were saying that the president said it was unnecessary for what happened to happen. And they are concerned with that statement. I'm equally concerned with that statement. People have died because they believed in something that they believe should have been, and then you tell them it was unnecessary. You tell them it was unnecessary of them. In 2026, if we don't hold hands as opposition and as Zambians and go out in large numbers to vote against the current government, if we try to protest, the signal has been given of what will happen to us. We cannot afford to protest. We can only afford to ensure that every province of Zambia votes against President Hakainde Hichilema, resoundingly so. If any strong contenders are jailed, we should just make sure whoever is there, no matter how small the political party is, that's how we put our vote. We must rescue our country. But above all, we must pray for Zambia. We must seriously pray, because the intervention of God will be very important. Because we have been given a signal. He's okay, in my opinion, he's okay with the president that's ascends to power amidst so much bloodshed. He didn't see anything wrong with what happened, in my opinion. Now, we can't protest as Zambians. I've been saying this for months now. I've been saying Zambians cannot afford to protest because I don't think the president will spare us. And now I've been vindicated. He went where people protested and they were shot. Just gunshots to the head, most of them. Clear, shoot to kill, not to scare, to scatter, but to kill. Okay? So if we are not going to do what is right and unite and work together, we're going to have a problem. And you will forgive me, sometimes I would definitely speak about the truth, as always. And I know sometimes I have to be careful not to speak about my own political party, because some of you are misunderstanding it. We just want the best for the nation. And the best for the nation starts with us doing the best for the party. When we do what is best for the party, then we do what is best for the nation. It's never about a personal thing. For how long are we going to be lamenting about corruption, about hooliganism, about lack of medicines in the hospitals, and all that? And yet, when we are in the front of the problem that we can elect leaders that we can make sure can take care of the nation better, when we speak up against anybody, then it's a problem. It's not everybody who will rise up and say, I want to be your friend. Is it going to be a good friend? Sometimes we have to tell that friend is a dangerous friend. The truth must come out somehow. The truth must come out. And as a people, we can't pick people that we see problems in. In 2006, there was a problematic indicator for the UPND, and we tolerated it. Today, we are all suffering for it. So we still have another chance now to correct what happened. We must unite, we must work as one, and we must make sure that the candidate we pick is such that he has the big enough heart to protect everybody. Okay? Because good people are many in this nation. Fair leaders are many in this nation. And we must learn to choose them out of the whole groupings. Okay? It's very important. I'll do my best to avoid speaking about my party. I'll really do my best for your sake. But my position will always remain. We need good leaders. We need good leaders. And the going to Tanzania by our president was a red flag. A huge red flag. As Zambians, we can't protest. Because if we protest, we have the signal of what could happen. And what I believe is the best is that in 2026, we must all massively go and vote him out. That's the only way we'll get rid of this president. We must all go and vote. And there's nothing like regional voting in 2026. It must be, we must all vote out the current president. So the opposition, we must unite so that we have the best president to offer the people of Zambia. We don't want to repeat the same mistakes. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know why others get offended. But anyway, we'll continue speaking the truth. We'll continue speaking for the people of Zambia. And we'll continue pushing for the best for the nation. Because when it's best for our nation, then we all celebrate. Right? We can't have a president who forces themselves on the people. We can't have a president who forces themselves on the people. Let's work hard for our country. And let's stand up for the truth. I know people are scared of standing up for the truth because it's hard. I will not lie to you. When you're fighting up for the truth and you're speaking up for the truth, you even become an enemy. You become an enemy. So But we are equal to the task. We are equal to the task. We want what's better for Zambia, and we will do everything in our power and our authority to do what is best for Zambia. That is the target for 2026. I will be part of the people that will do our best to get the best. And we are praying to God to help us. That's what I'll tell you. Alola kinayo.